internet,
electronics,
automobiles,
social media,
softwares,
technology,
All these and others from Ministry of Tech.
We all use computers in our daily lives for a variety of reasons. Computers are now portable and affordable, but once, there was a time when a computer used to take up an entire room's space, and only a few of them existed in this world. Welcome back, everyone. In this video, you will learn about the evolution of computers that span centuries, marked by groundbreaking innovations and the relentless pursuit of technological advancement. When you were kids, you must have owned an abacus on which you learned basic mathematical skills. Did you know that the abacus originated in ancient Mesopotamia and is one of the earliest known computing devices? It consisted of beads on rods and was used for basic arithmetic calculations. We all know that computers work through an interaction of hardware and software. The whole transformation and advancement of the computer goes back decades. However, there are 5 apparent generations of computers. Each generation is defined by a paramount technological development that changed how computers operate. Let's start discovering. First generation, vacuum tubes, 1940 to 1956. Did you know that the 1930s marked the beginning of calculating machines, considered the first programmable computers? Who knew that computers were this old? Konrad Zuse created what became known as the first programmable computer, the Z1, in 1936 in his parents' living room in Berlin. You can see in the picture just how gigantic the computer was. The 1940s saw the emergence of electronic computers, including the ENIAC, Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer, and the EDVAC, Electronic Discrete Variable Automatic Computer. These machines used vacuum tubes and punched cards for data processing. These first-gen computers relied on a machine language, which is the most fundamental programming language that computers can understand. These computers were limited to solving one problem at a time. Input was predicated on punched cards and paper tape. Output emerged on printouts. Second generation, transistors, 1956 to 1963. In 1947, the invention of the transistor by Bell Labs revolutionized computing. Transistors replaced bulky vacuum tubes, making computers smaller, faster, and more reliable. Second-gen computers still count on punched cards for input/printouts. The language emerged from a binary language to a symbolic assembly language. This meant programmers could discover instructions in words. Until 1965, computers were only used by mathematicians and engineers in a lab setting. Programma 101 changed everything by offering the general public a desktop computer that anyone could use. The 65-pound machine was the size of a typewriter and had 37 keys and a printer built in. Can you imagine yourself using this machine? Third generation, integrated circuits, 1964 to 1971. Third-generation computers started using integrated circuits instead of transistors. Do not get overwhelmed by the new vocabulary. Just know that IC is a hardware component of a computer. Technically, the integrated circuit, IC, is a semiconductor material that contains thousands of transistors. Because of IC, the computer becomes more reliable and fast, requires less maintenance, is small in size, is more affordable, and generates less heat. You can see in the image above how multiple IC racks are used to power a computer. The third-generation computers significantly reduced the computational time. In the second generation, the computational time was microsecond, which was decreased to the nanosecond. In this generation, punch cards were replaced by mouse and keyboard. The Xerox Alto was created in the 70s as a personal computer that could print documents and send emails. What was most notable about the computer was its design, which included a mouse, keyboard, and screen. Fourth generation, microprocessors, 1972 to 2010. Intel's 4004 microprocessor marked a pivotal moment in computing history. It was the world's first commercially available microprocessor and laid the groundwork for the personal computer revolution. Fun activity. Do you have an Intel processor inside your computer? If yes, then which version? When Steve Jobs introduced the first Macintosh computer in 1984, Consumer Reports called it a dazzling display of technical wizardry. The release of the IBM personal computer, powered by Microsoft's MS-DOS operating system, marked the beginning of the personal computer era. It set industry standards and paved the way for the advancements of PCs. The iMac G3 was launched in 1998 and quickly became known for its Bondi blue, clear casing. The 38-pound iMac included USB ports, a keyboard, and a mouse. It was meant to be portable and customizable. Fun fact of the day, the iMac was the first time Apple used the I to name its products, explaining it stood for Internet, Innovation, and Individuality. 5th generation, Artificial Intelligence, 2010 onwards. This is the computer generation that we use. We know that computer devices with artificial intelligence technology are still in development. Still, some of these technologies are emerging and being used, such as voice recognition or ChatGPT. AI is an authenticity made possible by adopting parallel processing and superconductors. In the future, computers will be revolutionized again by quantum computation, molecular, and nanotechnology. In 2019, Google claimed to have achieved quantum supremacy by performing a calculation on its quantum computer that would take even the most advanced classical supercomputers thousands of years to complete. Today's most innovative computers are tablets and iPads, which are simple touchscreens without a keyboard, mouse, or a separate CPU. Today's computer market is also filled with other computer models, including the MacBook Pro, iMac, Dell XPS, and iPhones. Which computer model do you have? We will talk about computer brands in the next video. You have just witnessed the remarkable journey of the evolution of computers. From ancient counting devices to quantum computers, each era has built upon past innovations, reshaping how we live, work, and communicate. What have you learned from the history of computers? Is it the technological progress or human commitment to pushing the boundaries of what's possible? If you find this video helpful, let us know in the comments section.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, share, and comment.